Hello, Colette. Welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest stories. We start with Bernardo Silva, as it has been reported that Barcelona will begin talks to sign the 100 million euro rated midfielder next week. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then, secondly, talking about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. It has been reported that Chelsea have sent an offer worth 27 million euros for the Barcelona goal scorer. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into it, if you haven't subscribed, please make sure to do so you always stay up to date. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona have emerged as one of the busiest teams in the transfer market this summer, acquiring the services of multiple world-class talents across Europe. However, their activity in the market is far from over, with the club eyeing a move for Manchester City star Bernardo Silva in these remaining weeks of the summer transfer window. Xavi believed the Portuguese could be the final piece of the jigsaw, as Barca looks to enhance its options in the creative department. He is seeking an ideal partner for Pedri in the interior midfield position in order to recreate an old formula previously utilized by Pep Guardiola. Gerard Romero has offered an update on Barcelona's pursuit of Bernardo Silva. Although there has not been much positive news in regards to the pursuit, the reputed journalist believes the club are set to meet Manchester City next week. The two parties are expected to hold talks over the possibility of Silva's moves to Camp Nou by the end of the month. They have an excellent relationship, which could prove to be a key factor should any deal get finalized. However, there have been many instances where Man City consider the exit almost impossible, as we are already into the final few weeks of the transfer window. It means the English champions have virtually no time to replace the Portuguese international, a risk the club are not willing to take, as they look to retain their dominance in English football and gain a maiden Champions League crown next season. Barcelona, for their part, are not expected to give up easily. They are banking on the exit of a few of their star players in order to fund the move for Silva, who is valued at around 100 million euros. However, the asking price could increase with each passing day. Barca continue to put in their efforts to see that Bernardo Silva comes to the Camp Nou before this summer transfer window comes to an end. But that move will not be an easy one to materialize because of the price tag. Barca still have to create more room on their wage bill to accommodate any new signings again and things like that. So it's something to doubt. A lot of reports have come out this past few weeks talking about the move may likely not go through again, maybe until next summer. But Gerard Romero, the reliable Barca journalist, continued to bring in more optimism on that regard, saying that Barca are prepared to meet with Manchester City next week to discuss on the player, of course, to see how possible it will be for them to bring in Bernardo Silva. And Bernardo Silva is rated up to 100 million euros. If actually that's the price that City want to stick to, then I very much doubt if Barcelona will succeed in the pursuit of Bernardo Silva, because that kind of price tag, I don't think it will be fair for Barca to pay that for a 28-year-old midfielder. So a lot still needs to be done. We just have 14 days, I think barely 2 weeks for this summer transfer window to come to an end, and it is a big question if Barcelona can succeed in getting this guy. Xavi Hernandez is a big fan of him, Laporta is a big fan, and we all know Frankie de Jong has been one of the factors that have made this deal go slow, because Barca were initially hoping that Frankie de Jong would depart so that the proceeds from the sale of Frankie will easily make Barca to acquire Bernardo Silva. But now that Frankie de Jong have stayed put at Barca, things look so complicated, so difficult for Barca. So let's see how it goes. City themselves might be reluctant at this very point in time because we just over a week left for this transfer window. City will be worried that they don't even have any replacement for Bernardo, and the time is too short. The time span is short for them to get any replacement. So that might even make City to refuse. But let's see. All hands on deck. to see what happens in this coming few weeks before the window comes to a close. Bernardo Silva is reportedly open to a move, but whether his wish will be granted or not remains to be seen. And if Barca meet next week, we are going to conclude if actually the deal will go through or not. Then on to the next story of discussion. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has become a hot topic in the transfer market lately, with the Barca frontman emerging as a target for multiple Premier League clubs. Chelsea in particular have expressed a desire to snap him up by the end of the month as part of Thomas Tuchel's plans to reinforce the attacking unit. The Premier League giants had to sanction the exit of Timo Werner and Romelu Lukaku earlier in the summer. With no reliable goal scorer in sight, Tuchel believed the addition of Aubameyang could be the ideal fix. The Gabonese international has vast experience at the highest level of football and has worked with Thomas Tuchel in the past. He even scored as many as 79 goals in just 95 games under the German tactician during their time together at Borussia Dortmund. It has made him an appealing target for Chelsea, who have now reportedly made the first official bid for the striker. According to Gerard Romero, the Blues have tabled an offer of around 27 million euros for the services of Aubameyang. Given the player's age, Chelsea believe it is fair valuation for Barcelona frontman Aubameyang, who endured a couple of underwhelming seasons under Mikel Arteta at Arsenal before he eventually moved to Catalonia. Nevertheless, the former Borussia Dortmund starlet, was able to rack up 13 goals since joining Barca at the start of the year. It was a testament to the scoring prowess possessed by the Gabonese star, a quality Chelsea are looking for after offloading their two main forwards this summer. However, to their misfortune, Aubameyang has not indicated his desire to leave Camp Nou. Barcelona themselves have appeared apprehensive about offloading the forward, despite signing Robert Lewandowski earlier in the summer. Head coach Xavi Hernandez remains an admirer for Aubameyang's qualities, and with that in mind, it will be a surprise to see Aubameyang leave Barcelona in the coming weeks. With each passing day, we get countless reports on the situation of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Of course, Chelsea have been strongly interested for a long time now, and going by what Gerard Romero have just said, Chelsea have made their first official bid worth 27 million euros. That is a price that can tempt Barca to selling him. We quite remember Barca have been demanding 25 million euros at least. But now getting this report of 27 million euros being offered, it won't come as a surprise that Barca sanctioned the sale. Aubameyang, as I've been saying this countless number of times, should not leave Barca. According to me, I think being a backup to Robert Lewandowski, who make a very, very good squad for Barca, and Xavi does not want him to leave. But when we look at the financial situation that Barca are currently in, it wouldn't surprise me that Barca accept that bid from Chelsea, So let's see what happens. Let's see. I wish Aubameyang stayed, but 27 million euros might be so tempting for Barca to reject. But when we look at how Memphis Depay is also set to leave to Juventus, I don't think it's a great idea. Offloading those two players in the same season makes no sense. So let's see what happens. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.